Have you ever wondered why some coin collectors frantically search through rolls of quarters from the 1980s and 90s? Today's video unlocks the secrets behind three specific years that have coin enthusiasts buzzing: 1980, 1987, and 1996. What makes these quarters so special? Well, when one collector recently discovered a 1987 quarter with a remarkable mint error, it sold for an astonishing $55,000 at auction. These aren't just pieces of currency, they're potential treasures hiding in plain sight. We're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of these quarters, exploring the unique mint errors, die varieties, and special characteristics that could turn your pocket change into a numismatic goldmine. The 1980 USA quarter coin is often seen as just another standard piece of American currency, but to coin collectors and investors, this seemingly ordinary coin holds the potential to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions. The key to its immense value lies in the rare and unique coin errors that occurred during the minting process. Coin errors are not just trivial mistakes, they are extraordinary anomalies that can make certain coins incredibly valuable, turning a simple quarter into a small treasure trove of potential wealth. In 1980, the United States Mint was cranking out millions of quarters to meet the demand for everyday transactions. These coins were made from a combination of copper and nickel and featured the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, along with a majestic eagle on the reverse. At first glance, the 1980 quarter appears to be a typical example of U.S. currency, but what makes some of these coins truly remarkable are the minting errors that occur in a small percentage of them. These errors can lead to coins that are vastly more valuable than their face value of 25 cents. Understanding why these error coins are worth so much requires a basic understanding of the different types of errors that can occur during the minting process. Errors can happen at various stages, during the creation of the dies, the planchets, or even during the striking process. While most errors are relatively minor and only slightly affect the appearance of the coin, some are so unique and so rare that they become highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. It is these rare errors that can turn a typical 1980 quarter into a coin worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more. One of the most significant types of errors to look for in a 1980 quarter is the off-center strike. Off-center coins occur when the planchet, the metal disc that is struck to produce the coin, doesn't align properly with the die during the minting process. This causes part of the coin's design to be cut off or misaligned, resulting in a coin with a partial or off-center design. While off-center errors are not extremely rare, the degree to which the design is misaligned can make a huge difference in the coin's value. In some cases, a 1980 quarter with a dramatic off-center strike has sold for tens of thousands of dollars. The rarity of such coins increases with the degree of misalignment. Coins with severe off-center strikes, where most of the design is missing, can fetch values of hundreds of thousands of dollars in the right market. Another highly sought-after error in 1980 quarters is the double strike. A double strike occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, either in the same position or slightly offset. This results in a design that is imprinted twice, and depending on how misaligned the second strike is, the coin can have a strikingly unique appearance. Double strikes are rare and can be highly valuable, with some 1980 double-struck quarters selling for 5 figures at auction. The rarity and the distinctive look of these coins make them a favorite among collectors, and as such, they can command incredibly high prices. Repunched mint marks are another significant error that can affect 1,980 quarters. Mint marks, which indicate where the coin was produced, are typically punched into the die. However, occasionally, the mint mark will be stamped more than once, either in the same position or slightly off-center. These repunched mint marks are a clear indication of an error in the minting process, and as a result, they can increase the value of the coin. Repunched mint marks on 1980 quarters are particularly rare and can significantly boost the coin's worth. In fact, certain quarters with these errors have been known to sell for thousands of dollars to eager collectors. Die cracks and die breaks are another type of error that can make a 1980 quarter more valuable. Die cracks occur when the die, which is the metal stamp used to imprint the design onto the coin, develops a crack. This crack transfers onto the coin during the striking process, resulting in a visible crack on the surface of the coin. Die breaks are similar but occur when a piece of the die actually breaks off, causing a chunk of the design to be missing. Both die cracks and die breaks can be quite rare, especially when they occur in a specific pattern or in a prominent part of the coin's design. A 1980 quarter with a distinctive die crack or die break could be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the coin's overall condition. Clipped planchet errors are another significant type of error found in 1980 quarters. Clipped planchets occur when the metal disc used to create the coin is not properly formed or cut before being struck by the die. This results in a coin that has a portion of its edge missing, often leaving a jagged or incomplete outline. Clipped planchets are relatively rare and can be highly valuable, particularly if the error is pronounced and easy to spot. In some cases, a clipped planchet 1980 quarter can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, especially if it is in excellent condition. There are also more specialized errors, such as wrong planchet errors, that can occur during the minting of 1980 quarters. A wrong planchet error occurs when a coin is struck using the wrong type of metal. For example, a 1980 quarter might be struck using a planchet intended for a different denomination, such as a dime or a $50. These errors are extremely rare and can drastically increase the value of a coin. If a 1980 quarter were struck using a planchet intended for a different type of coin, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, depending on the rarity and the demand from collectors. Proof coins are another area where errors can occur, and 1980 quarters are no exception. Proof coins are specially made coins that are struck with a polished die and are intended for collectors. They are usually produced in smaller quantities and tend to have a higher level of detail and finish than regular circulation coins. However, even proof coins can have errors, and when these errors occur, they can be worth significantly more than regular proof coins. A 1980 proof quarter with an error, such as a double strike, a die crack, or a misaligned strike, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the error and the coin's condition. Overpolished dies are another error that can affect 1980 quarters. Dies are used to stamp the design onto the coin, and if a die is polished too much, it can result in a coin that has a slightly distorted or smoothed out design. Overpolished dies can cause significant changes in the appearance of the coin, making it look unusual or even strikingly different from a typical 1980 quarter. Coins struck with overpolished dies are relatively rare and can command a premium in the marketplace. Collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for these coins, especially if they are in good condition and have a clear, noticeable error. When it comes to investing in 1980 quarter error coins, the potential for high returns is clear. While most 1980 quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents, those with errors can be worth exponentially more. The rarity of certain errors, combined with the demand from collectors, can lead to dramatic price increases, sometimes reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars or more. The key to determining the value of a 1980 quarter with an error lies in its rarity, the type of error, and its condition. Coins with multiple, dramatic errors are especially valuable, as they are even rarer and more unique than those with just a single minor mistake. As with any investment, however, there are risks involved in purchasing 1980 quarter error coins. It's essential for collectors and investors to carefully evaluate the authenticity and condition of any coin before making a purchase. Working with reputable dealers, attending numismatic conventions, and consulting expert coin graders can help ensure that the investment is a sound one. In the world of coin collecting, the 1980 USA quarter coin is an example of how a small mistake during the minting process can lead to a coin that is worth far more than its face value. Whether it's an off-center strike, a double strike, a repunched mint mark, or any other type of error, these coins have captured the interest of collectors and investors alike. The potential to turn a 25-cent coin into a valuable collector's item worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions makes the 1980 quarter one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. history. For those who are lucky enough to find a 1980 quarter with a significant error, the reward can be monumental. The 1987 USA quarter coin may seem like just another standard quarter in your pocket. But did you know that certain versions of this coin could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars? While most quarters from 1987 are worth just 25 cents, there are some rare and highly collectible errors that can drastically increase their value. This makes the 1987 quarter one of the most fascinating coins to hunt for in the world of numismatics. The world of coin errors is often filled with rare and unexpected treasures, and the 1987 quarter is no exception. In this video, we'll explore the different types of errors found on these coins, how to identify them, and why these errors make them so valuable. First, let's talk about the basics of the 1987 quarter. The coin itself is part of the standard U.S. quarter series, featuring the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse, with the inscription, Liberty, and the year, 1987. The reverse displays the traditional eagle, with the words, United States of America, and, E pluribus unum. The quarter was minted by the Philadelphia Mint, with the mint mark, D, for those produced in Denver and, S, for proof coins from the San Francisco Mint. For the most part, these coins were made from a copper-nickel blend, which is what gives them their distinct look. Now, most people would see a 1987 quarter and not think twice about its value. But coin collectors, or numismatists, know that there are a few specific types of errors that can make a coin drastically more valuable. While the value of a standard 1987 quarter is just 25 cents, certain error coins can sell for thousands or even millions, depending on their rarity and the severity of the mistake. The first error that we need to discuss is one of the most exciting types of errors, the off-center strike. This happens when a coin is struck with the die off-center, causing the design to be misaligned with the coin's edges. In some cases, the design is only partially visible on the coin, making it an unusual and fascinating piece. An off-center 1987 quarter can increase in value depending on how off-center the strike is. A small shift may cause a coin to be worth a few $100s, but if the design is significantly misaligned, it could fetch thousands. Some extreme cases have even seen off-center quarters sell for over $100,000. What makes the off-center strike so valuable is its rarity and the visual appeal it holds for collectors. Imagine a quarter where the eagle's wings or Washington's face is completely missing or partially cut off. This unique imperfection makes the coin highly sought after, as it stands out compared to other more common 1987 quarters. The more extreme the off-center strike, the more desirable it becomes to collectors, who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece with such a distinctive error. Another highly valuable error found on the 1987 quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck multiple times by the same die, causing a doubling effect on parts of the design. The most common areas where this doubling appears are on the date, the word Liberty, and the phrase, In God We Trust. When a coin is struck twice in the same spot, the images appear blurred or shifted, making the design look as if it's been doubled. In some cases, the doubling is subtle, while in others, it's very clear and easy to spot. The value of a double die 1987 quarter can range dramatically. Some minor instances of doubling may only add a few dollars to the coin's value, but more pronounced double dies can be worth tens of thousands. In fact, some examples of the 1987 double die error have sold at auction for upwards of $50,000 or more. These coins are highly prized by collectors because of the rarity of finding such a dramatic error. If you come across a 1987 quarter with noticeable doubling, it's worth taking it to a professional grader who can assess its value. In addition to the off-center strikes and double die errors, there are also broad-struck errors, which can significantly increase a 1987 quarter's worth. A broad-struck error occurs when a coin is struck outside of its intended collar, causing it to expand beyond the normal size of a quarter. This results in a coin that is wider than usual and lacks the sharp, defined edges that are characteristic of a properly struck coin. Broad-struck errors are rare, especially in quarters, and they make the coin look unusual and unique. Broad-struck 1987 quarters can fetch higher prices than regular quarters, as the error makes the coin stand out from the rest. Depending on the severity of the broad-struck error, a coin can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to over $10,000. The larger the spread and the more dramatic the visual change in the coin's shape, the higher the value. Broad-struck coins are often considered collector's items because they are such a rare occurrence in the minting process. Next, we have the clipped planchet error, which happens when the metal planchet, the blank disc used to strike a coin, is not properly cut into a circular shape. Instead of being the perfect circle that we expect from a quarter, the planchet is clipped, leaving part of the design missing from the coin's edge. This creates a distinct shape that collectors often refer to as a clipped quarter. The clipped part can range from a small piece to a large chunk, depending on the severity of the error. A clipped planchet error is highly valued in the world of coin collecting, especially if the clip is large and noticeable. These coins are highly prized by collectors because of the rarity of the error and the unique shape that they create. While most clipped planchets will only be worth a few $100s, some more extreme examples have sold for thousands, and in some cases, even tens of thousands. The rarity of these errors, combined with the distinct visual characteristics, make them extremely desirable to collectors. Another type of error that can occur on a 1987 quarter is the filled die error. This happens when debris such as grease, dirt, or other contaminants fill in the details of the die, causing parts of the coin's design to be blurry or even completely missing. The most common places to find filled die errors on a 1987 quarter are the letters, such as Liberty or In God We Trust, as well as the mint mark, if there is one. The filled die error can make the letters appear faint, uneven, or even completely absent from the coin. Filled die errors are less dramatic than some of the other errors, but they are still highly collectible. In many cases, a filled die error can increase the value of a 1987 quarter by a few $100s. However, if the error is particularly severe, the value can increase significantly. Collectors are often on the lookout for these types of errors because they add a layer of uniqueness to a coin, making it stand out from other examples. Die crack errors are another interesting type of error that can occur on the 1987 quarter. A die crack happens when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack or fracture, which then appears on the coin itself. These cracks often run through the design, creating a visible line or crack on the surface of the coin. Die cracks can range in severity from a small, barely noticeable crack to a large, prominent crack that runs across the entire coin. Die cracks are considered a lower-level error compared to some of the other types, but they still carry value with collectors. Depending on the size and prominence of the crack, a die crack 1987 quarter can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few $100s. The more pronounced and visible the crack, the higher the potential value. Some collectors seek out die crack coins because of the unique nature of the error, making them an interesting addition to any collection. Finally, there are misaligned die errors. This type of error occurs when the dies used to strike the coin are not properly aligned, causing the design to be shifted off-center. The misalignment can result in a design that is crooked or off-center, with part of the coin's image either missing or extending beyond the normal boundaries. Misaligned die errors can be subtle, but they are still highly prized by collectors, especially if the misalignment is significant. Misaligned die 1987 quarters can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the misalignment. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Like other coin errors, misaligned dies are highly sought after by collectors who are looking for unique and rare pieces to add to their collections. When it comes to the value of these rare 1987 quarter errors, the condition of the coin is incredibly important. Coins that are in excellent condition with little to no wear and tear are typically worth more than coins that have been heavily circulated or damaged. The coin grading system, developed by professional coin graders, is used to assess the quality of a coin and determine its value. Coins that are graded as mint state or proof will generally command higher prices than those that are worn or damaged. If you find a 1987 quarter with one of these errors, it's important to have it professionally graded and authenticated. Professional grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can help determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and potential value. Once the coin is graded, you can decide whether to sell it, trade it, or keep it as part of your collection. In the world of numismatics, where collectors and enthusiasts delve deep into the intricacies of coin design and history, certain coins stand out for their rarity, beauty, and extraordinary value. Among these coins, the 1996 USA quarter holds a special place. known not just for its design but also for the fascinating and valuable errors that make it a sought-after piece in the collector's market. Today, we'll explore the stories, errors, and the worth of these remarkable quarters that have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, millions. Let's begin by understanding what makes the 1996 quarter unique. Most quarters are minted with precision, their design reflecting a piece of American history. However, errors during the minting process can transform these coins into valuable collector's items. Errors in coins, ranging from misaligned strikes to unique die combinations, add a layer of intrigue to numismatics. The 1996 USA quarter, with its standard design of George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse, saw production numbers in the hundreds of millions. However, a small fraction of those coins were struck with errors, elevating their worth significantly. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1996 quarter is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not fully aligned during the minting process, leaving part of the coin blank. An off-center strike might be subtle, appearing just slightly misaligned, or it could be more extreme, with a noticeable gap between the intended design and the blank area. These coins are rare and highly valued because they showcase the imperfection of the minting process, capturing a moment in time when precision was lost. Another fascinating error is the double die variety. This error happens when the die used for stamping the coin strikes twice, leaving an impression that appears doubled. In the case of the 1996 quarter, these double die varieties can lead to slight but noticeable doubling in inscriptions, date, and imagery. Collectors and experts alike pay premium prices for these specimens, as they are not only rare but also beautiful in their complexity. Die cracks are another significant error in 1996 quarters. These occur when the die, used to create the coin's design, sustains damage and begins to show signs of wear. As a result, lines or cracks appear on the coin's surface, adding character and value. A well-preserved die crack error can be a real treasure for collectors, sometimes fetching tens of thousands of dollars. Planchet errors are equally intriguing. A planchet is the blank metal disc used to create coins. When a flawed or unique planchet is used, it can lead to interesting variations. For example, a blank that wasn't fully prepared or had imperfections can result in coins that have unusual shapes or areas with different hues. A planchet error in a 1996 quarter can amplify its appeal, and some of these specimens have been auctioned for sums that defy expectations. While these errors may sound niche, they are indicative of the countless possibilities for rare finds. Collectors often seek out the most unique examples, and the rarer the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. There are recorded cases where 1996 quarters with significant errors have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. In exceptional cases, these coins have reached millions at auctions, where collectors compete to add these extraordinary pieces to their collections. Now, how do you identify these errors if you're interested in adding a 1996 quarter to your collection? First and foremost, close examination is key. A strong magnifying glass or even a high-resolution microscope can reveal subtle anomalies that might go unnoticed to the untrained eye. Die cracks, double dies, and off-center strikes can all be examined with such tools. Moreover, understanding the grading process can help gauge the value. Coins with more distinct errors, less wear, and higher grade ratings tend to command higher prices. For example, a 1996 quarter with a noticeable double die or a prominent die crack in pristine condition might yield an impressive return at auctions. It's also worth noting that the numismatic community plays a significant role in setting values. Auction houses, private collectors, and professional grading services establish benchmarks for pricing based on rarity, condition, and historical significance. For those venturing into the world of collecting rare coins, especially error coins like the 1996 quarter, a deep understanding and passion are essential. This isn't just about monetary value, it's about preserving a piece of history and appreciating the artistry that went into creating these coins. In conclusion, the 1996 USA quarter is more than just a piece of change. It represents a slice of American history with all its imperfections and stories. From off-center strikes to double dies, these errors contribute to the allure of collecting. With values soaring into the hundreds of thousands, and in rare cases, millions, these coins are not only investments but gateways into a captivating world of discovery and wonder. Understanding these remarkable quarters from 1980, 1987, and 1996 opens up a whole new world of coin collecting possibilities. Remember how we discussed the distinct characteristics of each year, the 1980's unique die cracks, the 1987 sought-after doubling errors, and those fascinating 1996 strike-through varieties. Each of these quarters tells a story about American minting history and reminds us that valuable treasures can appear in the most unexpected places. Take time to examine your quarters carefully, paying special attention to the mint marks, edge details, and surface anomalies we covered today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, these years deserve special attention in your coin hunting adventures. Share your own coin discoveries in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth explorations of America's most valuable coins. Until our next treasure hunt, keep your eyes sharp and your coin collection growing, because you never know when you might stumble upon one of these remarkable pieces of history.